Are you ready to buy your first home? Well, if you answered yes, then this is the video you're going to want to make sure that you watch. Okay, most people who are interested in buying their first home make common home buyer mistakes. The number one mistake is they start their search by themselves on their own. In the comfort of their own home, on their computer, they log on to a website, they find a house that they really think that they like, they fall in love with it before they see it, they find out there's an open house this Sunday, and then they go to the house. And then they either really love the house or they really don't like the house. If they really love the house, they're kind of in a situation where they have absolutely no idea what they need to do to afford it. So really, the best thing to do if you're thinking about purchasing your first home is to do some research and find and locate a great agent in your local market area that you're looking to purchase in. And you can do this by simply going to some of the websites, figuring out who sells the most homes, reading some reviews and testimonials about those agents, and seeing if there's one that's a good fit. Some agents are independent agents, and some agents are agents that work on big real estate teams. The difference is on the big real estate teams, sometimes you don't always get one single point of contact. Sometimes you're going to have an assistant or a buyer specialist or a transaction coordinator or a showing assistant and so forth. Most people I find want to work with a typical independent agent who's going to be with that person from the beginning all the way to and through the settlement table. And that's exactly how I run my business. So what I recommend if you're getting ready to purchase your first home, contact the agent first. Then that agent should be able to put you in touch with a really good lender who fits the same type of criteria that you would be looking for. Someone who's going to understand your situation, somebody who understands how to educate people, and somebody who is going to be willing to work up some numbers for you, pull your credit, determine how much of a mortgage you can afford, help you go over, figure out what your mortgage payment's going to be, help you figure out how much in closing costs that you're going to need to use to purchase the house, and also let that agent know how much they may be able to get and say negotiate for you in terms of seller closing cost help. Once you know those numbers, then what I recommend is contact the agent back and go meet the agent at the office, sit down and have a face-to-face consultation, learn about the entire home process from the beginning all the way to the end. Some of the different things you need to talk about are, how do deposits work? How does negotiation work? How does home inspections work? How do appraisals work? What is a title company? What do they do? All different types of things can come up during that conversation. You also want to talk to that agent about some of the different types of sales. The standard transaction sale, and then we also have properties that are called short sales. There's absolutely nothing short about short sales, even though the name makes it sound like they're short. So they're not always for everybody, depending on the own person's situation. If they want to move into something fairly quickly, a short sale may not be the way to go. Foreclosures, on the other hand, they can settle typically as same as standard sales. However, some of them are not going to be in the correct condition in order for you to obtain the financing that you need. So if they're not in the condition, you can either get a renovation loan or try to go some alternative way and maybe get hard money or something like that. Once you figure out what sale is for you, whether you want to focus on standard sales or short sales or foreclosures, and there's also actually another one that I didn't bring up, but that's new construction. See, new construction, a lot of people have the common misconception that they're not allowed to have a real estate agent work for them, and they're not allowed to have an agent represent them, and that couldn't be far further from the truth. Most builders, in fact, will actually pay your real estate agent to work for you as a buyer's agent because they are friendly with agents and they want the agents to bring buyers into their communities, and they want you to feel comfortable throughout your process. That's also important to know that as a buyer, most of the time the seller is going to be the one that pays your buyer's agent's commission. So you're not going to be the one that's responsible for that commission most of the time. There are exceptions, obviously, to every rule. And then once you get through the total consultation process, the next thing that your agent should be doing is using some type of system to get you set up on an automated home search that's directly linked to the same exact information that the agent has access to. I'm talking real-time information. I'm not talking 2-3 days down the road. A lot of the phone calls I get are, how come that property's not available? Why did it just show up on this website or that website and it's under contract already? I don't understand. Well, That's why having an agent can give you the leverage and can give you an upper hand in finding some of these properties faster and being able to give you access to that type of thing. If you're interested, I do have a first-time homebuyer seminar usually coming up at some point. You'll find that on the website where you also found this video. And if you don't prefer to be in a group type setting, no problem. All you have to do is fill out the information at the bottom of that page or go to my Contact Me page, fill out your information, request me to give you a call. I'll be in touch with you within 24 to 48 hours or sooner, a lot of times it is sooner, to set up a consultation and a time to meet with you and just discuss your situation more in person. I find that that's what most people want. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.